ago. I grew up in Indian Creek on the Dugout Ranch. I worked down there for, well, about 18 years alongside with the Nature Conservancy. And now I used to, well, I was a hunting guide for a while and then a cowboy. So I'm glad to be here.
I'm Gail Johnson. I was born and raised right here in San Juan County. I come from a ranching background. I was raised on a ranch and wintered our cows here in San Juan and summered in Colorado. And my husband and I run cattle out here on the western side of San Juan County in the White Canyon area. I've been involved with public land issues in San Juan County most of my adult life. I was pleased to be asked by the Southeast Utah Grazing Board if I would be interested in doing this so the rest of the ranchers could stay to work. And I attend meetings for them, so here I am, and I'm pleased to do that for those communities who are affected by the decline.
I'm Zeb Dalton. I'm also a rancher here in San Juan County. Part of my permits are within the Bear River Monument. I'm representing private land owners on the board.
My name is Jerry Barrett. I own Wild Rivers Expeditions and represent organized recreation as well as personal interest. Probably have taken out over the past 12 years. I've run our outfitter company, maybe 25,000 people, and trying to just share a voice of some of the people who come into the area, as well as our company.
Excellent. Well, you guys are efficient. I'm going to like working with you. This is great. The next thing we have on the agenda, so before the meeting I sent out just some draft, courtesy rules for us that we agree as a group we would abide by, and I got some really good feedback. Everyone was actually super positive. So what I did is I narrowed those down and reworded a few of them, and they're in your packet. I also have them here. And as a group, we've all agreed to respect everyone's time, so we'll try and be here on time, come prepared for our meetings, conference calls, as we're dealing with those. We're going to try and stay on topic. I have a couple of blank sheets over there. I am happy to capture bin items, anything that we want to come back to or roll around to. We'll make space and time for that. So staying on topic. Seeking consensus. That is one of the powers of this group, is as a group you get to go through the thought process and the deliberation process from your various perspectives and provide us with feedback. And that consensus is great. So when you can see consensus, that's beautiful. If there's some dissent, that leads to good discussion and problem solving. So everything's, I think it's down here, but everyone contributes and is encouraged to participate. So no matter your views, we want people to be able to speak up and recognize that everybody has value in their contributions. Cell phones, I think we already covered this. Silent or turned off. I know that some members want to use laptops or mobile devices just to refer to or to take notes, or that's fine, that's your personal choice. As a group, I was just going to see if there's any feedback or concerns or thoughts with that. I'll run through all of them and then I'll get feedback. Let's see. Take turns talking, signal when you want to speak. We'll have a chair and a little, by tomorrow morning, that'll be one of the things you do as a group. One of the things that I've seen work really well is just turn your name tag up on end if we're in the discussion period and you're at a point where you would like to say something. In a way, it helps me as a facilitator or a chair. One, I can see. Two, I know how long somebody's been waiting to say something or to speak. And so it's just a thought. Everybody was kind of okay with that. Most people, raising your hand can sometimes feel a little childish, but it also works. And as you guys evolve as a team, if it turns out that you just want to make eye contact and acknowledge when the next person's ready or work with the chair, whoever that will be, that's fine too. But for now, just for today anyway, are you all comfortable trying the name tent? Okay, great, great. The BLM is taking meeting notes, and we're recording everything, and we'll be making all of this information, the presentations, everything from the meeting public. But what's important is to make sure that as a group, when you come to some sort of consensus or have a recommendation, or if you don't, that we have a record of that, that we basically make sure that we close those conversations, had some sort of closure to our conversations, and then any action items for the group. So we'll help the group do that. Be present and engaged, avoid distractions. Seek understanding. This was one that everybody in the group said, I like this one a lot. I got really positive feedback. So asking questions, listening with an open mind, that's what we're all here to do, to help us resolve any issues that come up. And then, yeah, it's fun. I know all of you have a sense of humor. Bruce has already tried, and I ruined his joke. I apologize. See how I am? Any concerns, thoughts, any additions to that? Something you would like to change? Anything you want to discuss about it? This is your code of conduct. This is how you guys want to show respect for one another and treat one another in these meetings. Bruce?
I think you probably already covered this, but let's just make sure we understand. There is a time for the audience to participate.
There will be.
And that's the only time that we want the audience to participate. If we're in a discussion amongst ourselves, that's just limited to the people on the advisory committee. And if the designated time comes and audience want to talk about something that was discussed earlier in the meeting, that's the time that they should bring that comment up. Is that correct?
That is correct, and we'll address that depending upon the number of people that want to speak. It may be that we are soliciting comments, you're getting the opportunity for feedback. I'm not sure there'll be a lot of back and forth or discussion at that time. There'll be breaks, there'll be times for follow-up. Members, your constituent groups know how to get a hold of you, or we can facilitate that. But for the purpose of this meeting, which is really to get feedback on the draft, and for keeping us on track, the idea is that, yes, there'll be a public open period at 4:30, starting then. They can provide their feedback to you, things that they want you to make sure that you are considering when we do deliberations and making recommendations tomorrow. But at this point in time, members of the public are welcome, and I'm glad to have you here. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate your interest and your attendance, but yes, observational. Questions, thoughts, other feedback? Lance, did you want to add anything to that?
I think we covered it very well. I'm very comfortable with those codes of conduct and how we respond to one another. It's great.
Perfect. You guys are making my job so easy.